Hi everybody, this is Wayne Trammell, co-author with Kevin Eikenberry of The Long Distance Teammates Stay Engaged and Connected While Working Anywhere. When you're striving to be a good teammate, as opposed to just an individual trying to get your work done by yourself, one of the most important skills that you possess is the ability to receive feedback from your peers and your manager and to give feedback to those folks in a way that's positive and likely to be received in the manner intended. Right now you're kind of going, wait, what? Some of you might say, it's not my place to give feedback, especially to my manager, but even to my peers. I'm just a team member. I'm on the same level as them. I don't have any authority. But positional authority isn't the only reason our teammates need feedback from us. So why do we need to give feedback when we lack positional authority? Well, first, feedback isn't always negative or corrective, although that's usually what we think of. Letting a teammate that they know that they did a good job on that work they handed off to you, or that they had a great idea in that meeting, doesn't only need to come from on high. They want to know that they're appreciated by the people they work with. Remember, relationships are the key to both your success and the team's achieving its long-term goals. And while we think about positional authority, feedback is actually received more enthusiastically when it comes from either a place of authority, maybe your subject matter expertise or how long you've been on the job versus the new person, or a place of relationship where people know that you have their best interests at heart and you're giving this feedback in order to maintain the ability to work together at a really high level and support their efforts. Feedback also doesn't need to be a big deal. A simple good job in Slack or Microsoft Teams, or replying to an email with how much you appreciate their contribution is feedback as well. And most of us need more positive than negative feedback cumulatively in order to have a positive feeling about the person we get it from. When the situation does require a fuller conversation, make sure that people are open to receiving it. You just don't want to start with, hey, you know what you should have done? Saying, may I give you some feedback, is one way to start, but that might put people on the defensive. You can establish your authority or your desire to improve the relationship, and that usually works better. You know, hey, Alice, I know you're new to the team. Can I let you some things that have worked for me? Is much more likely to be appreciated. In the long distance teammate, we talk about both feedback and feed forward. Now that sounds like an odd term, but here's what it means. Feedback is what happened, good or bad, in the past. It's over and there's nothing you can do about it. Feed forward is looking to what will or can happen in the future. When you give people feedback this way, here's what happens. When you give them feed forward, they can actually adjust their behavior to achieve the desired result. They generally will appreciate that input more than just addressing what's already happened and there's nothing you can do. When we offer feedback to our peers, it has to be about them, not about you. By encouraging your teammates, you not only help them succeed, but you're seen as a better partner and teammate. You strengthen your working relationship in the process and pave the way for them to offer you their feedback and assistance when the time comes. Everybody wins. Okay, but what about feedback to your manager? That seems a little awkward. You need to remember that reading your mind isn't in their job description. What do you like about how they manage you? What do you appreciate? What would you prefer that they do instead? Right? You think they don't want to hear they did a good job handling that meeting? As long as the feedback is positioned as being for their benefit and for the good of the team, you'll be surprised how open they are, especially if you ask permission to provide it. Team members work on their tasks and keep to themselves. Teammates realize that offering and receiving feedback is a way to build strong working relationships, do better work, increase trust, and help everyone succeed. For more information on moving from being a team member to a teammate, or if you want to receive bonuses associated with the book Long Distance Teammate, visit longdistanceteammate.com or check out the Remote Leadership Institute.